Hey everybody, today is May 5th and today we're going to talk about the price of Dogecoin and we're going to talk about whether I think Dogecoin can hit $1 really soon or whether I think Dogecoin is going to pull back and perhaps fade this rally that we had in the last 48 hours. Before we begin, please read this disclaimer and you can pause this video as you read it. Okay, so in our last video I talked about how Dogecoin tends to follow certain repeatable predictable patterns, right? Where it tends to have this really strong impulse move up, usually in a day or two, right? Like over here or over here. These impulse moves up where it goes up, and then it goes sideways. It consolidates for a while before going up a lot higher, and it consolidates for a while before going up a lot higher, right? And usually when we consolidate, we usually touch the short-term moving average, which is a silver line, this 50-day simple moving average. Like over here, we touched it and we pushed up higher. We touched it and we pushed up higher, right? And I also talked about how these pumps are usually initiated, or at least in the last year, were initiated by Elon Musk, right? And these last times were Elon Musk mentioning Dogecoin on Twitter, and this most recent pump, right, in April, was Elon Musk. He posted a picture of Doge, caption Doge looking at moon, right, and that caused people to speculate that Elon Musk might accept Dogecoin as payment for Tesla, or I don't know, maybe is Dogecoin going to be involved in a future SpaceX launch, because in earlier this year we had Elon Musk basically saying that he was going to keep Bitcoin on his balance sheet, buy Bitcoin and keep it on his balance sheet. He bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, kept it on his balance sheet. Not only that, but he ended up accepting Bitcoin as payment for Tesla cars. So that obviously caused the price of Bitcoin to go up a lot higher, and so there's a lot of speculation whether because Elon Musk keeps tweeting about Dogecoin. He's talking about how Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that he really enjoys because he says it's the coin of the people, and so it's like it's one of those things where even though Dogecoin might not have like the fundamentals that like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Ether has, because it has so much hype behind it, so many people, retail buyers behind it, it can cause the price to go up a lot higher, and in a lot of cases outperform even Bitcoin and Ethereum, which it is now, right? So the question is, people have been talking about how Dogecoin, like a $1 is like the big like psychological like level that people want Dogecoin to break above, right? So the question is it going to be able to break above $1, and when is it going to happen? In my opinion, yes, Dogecoin is going to break $1 by the end of this year, especially if Bitcoin continues higher, right? However, is Dogecoin going to break $1 this week? And the reason why I say that is that this week Elon Musk is hosting SNL, and Elon Musk has been talking a lot about Dogecoin, and people said, "Oh, you're going to talk about Dogecoin," and he kind of he hinted that he probably will, and I don't know if that's like if he's going to just joke about it or not, but people are speculating that SNL he's going to promote and perhaps even involve Dogecoin in something part of his business, whether it's SpaceX or Tesla. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think he will probably make some Dogecoin jokes. Whether that's going to pump the market or not, I'm not really sure, because the reason is that the last major event where Dogecoin was supposed to pump up higher, it failed to pump, right? This was on 420, which is Doge Day, right? Doge Day on 420, as you can see, a lot of people pumped the price up in anticipation, but this ended up being a sell the news event. And what happened was, in not only 420, April 20, but the days following April 20, Dogecoin crashed, and it crashed over 50%, right? So this was a sell the news event. So the question is Elon Musk's appearance on SNL this week going to be a sell the news event that will crash the price of Dogecoin 50%? And I think that it depends. I think it depends whether Elon Musk mentions Dogecoin, because he didn't mention Dogecoin in 420, which is why that's probably the reason why it was a big letdown, right? If Elon Musk does a joke on Dogecoin or promotes Dogecoin, or even better, if he finally accepts Dogecoin as payment for like Tesla, or he involves Dogecoin in some way in SpaceX, I do think that there's a chance it's going to pump really quickly to $1, right? But if he doesn't do anything like that, if he just maybe makes a joke or it's a big letdown like it was in 420, I think the price will crash, and I think that will continue to consolidate for a while. And I talked about in previous videos on Dogecoin how, of course, when the price consolidates and it touches these short-term moving averages, that tends to be a good buying opportunity, right? Before a next impulse move higher. So what I'm personally looking for is for these moving averages to come up. And to touch the price of Dogecoin before coming up higher, right? And that could be a good buying opportunity when the price of Dogecoin touches the short-term moving average with a silver line, 50-day simple moving average, right? But obviously, we made this big move higher, and when Elon Musk announced the SNL, that he's hosting SNL, so that was not something that I expected. So obviously, the price moved up higher. Now, just a quick reminder of how volatile Dogecoin can be, right? A lot of people, they're looking at this and they're saying, all right, this thing's gonna just continue higher. It's gonna go up forever, right? But Dogecoin can pull back a lot harder and more unexpected than people expect, right? Because look at what happened in 2017, right? This whole move, this whole area was 2017, right? When we had Bitcoin's bull market, we had a huge move. We're seeing a move that's very similar to what we're seeing right now in Dogecoin, which is in early 2017, right? This is all the way up to June, right? From early 2017 to June, we had this huge move up. And then the price crashed during the summer of 2017 before moving up higher to new all-time highs, right? So if we follow a similar pattern like this, we can see the price of Dogecoin come down and then before pushing up higher to new all-time highs. So it's possible that this could be our short to midterm top before we basically plunge down lower. And of course, going up to new all-time highs through the remainder of the year. So don't think that it's not possible, because it actually happened in 2017, right? Similar price action where we had a huge move in the beginning of the year, then we pulled back in the summer before going up a lot higher, right? So just something to keep in mind, right? I don't want people to, oh, by the way, I want to show you how eerily similar this is, right? I talked about how the short-term moving average, this is on the weekly chart now, not on the daily chart. Look how we came down. Even though we had this huge impulse move in the beginning of the year, we pulled back, had a correction, and we touched the short-term moving average, the silver line. This was a great buying opportunity, right? And you had several weeks to buy before it pushed up higher to the new all-time high. And not only that, this pullback right here, right? This pullback, roughly over 80% pullback, right? Now let's compare that to today. The short-term moving average here, as this price develops, this moving average, like in 2017, just really quickly, over here, will likely move up higher as well. And this, if we do follow a similar pattern as 2017, we could see the price correct down, maybe touching this line around maybe 10 cents before pushing up higher. And let's compare what that drawdown could be, right? So like 2017, that drawdown could also be over 80%. So very similar possible price action that could be very similar to 2017, where we come down on the weekly chart, touch the line, which is also an 80% drawdown that we had in 2017. But when we touch this simple moving average in the short term, right, the 50-day simple moving average, that could be a good buying opportunity before the next impulse move higher, right? Over here, before the next impulse move higher. Now let's go back to the daily chart. Of course, the daily chart also a similar pattern, right? If we see the price or the moving average move up higher, if this thing goes sideways, eventually touching before pushing up higher, that could be a good buying opportunity. So in my last video, I talked about how I expect Dogecoin to go sideways, and I would look for a buying opportunity when the moving averages touch the price, right? And I said the only exception is if Elon Musk does something like accept Dogecoin for payment, or if he involves Dogecoin on one of his SpaceX rocket launches, then this thing could skyrocket. Of course, what I did not expect was him to go on SNL, right? So I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't predict that. But it's happened, and that's helped push the price of Dogecoin a lot higher than I expected, a lot sooner. But again, this could end up being like Doge Day on 420, where it's a sell the news event. So just be careful going into this week. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of people who are going to FOMO into Dogecoin going into this Saturday. And I don't want anybody to lose a lot of money. This could possibly be a sell the news event, just like we did on Doge Day a couple weeks ago. So just be careful. Again, I am bullish on Dogecoin going into the remainder of the year. I do expect it to hit $1, right? But we are not sure exactly what the path to $1 is going to be. So just be careful if you're trading Dogecoin. If you're accumulating, that's fine. But if you're trading Dogecoin, especially leverage, just be careful that we could possibly see a sell the news event on Saturday. So yeah, that's Dogecoin. Definitely update you guys as the price action develops going into next week. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, helpful, informative, please like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe for updates. I appreciate your support. Thanks again and have a great day.